將愛情至死地，不願懂這個道理，不接受分離。誰願意不理？流浪在半生怎去預備？情義我一生銘記，留在世上全沒趣味。既然我愛着你，痴心也埋葬此地，生命中主角是你，真愛是苦味。
On the night of the meeting of heroes, Condor won the fight for the title of leader of the martial arts world, defeating Reverend Kambun, the Mongolian prince Fokdu, and his henchmen. Guo Jin, himself a martial artist, was impressed by Condor's martial arts skills. He wanted to arrange a marriage between Yang and his daughter Guo Fu. However,
this is the woman I want to marry.
You can't! This is such a disgrace! This relationship is not acceptable!
Everywhere you go, your relationship...
A master-student relationship was against the rules of martial arts, and Guo Jin believed it was his obligation to stop Condor from breaking the law, though it infuriated Guo Jin so much that he was ready to strike the younger man.
Condor, I will say this one last time and you better listen. You have already broken the martial arts rules by falling in love with your master, and I won't allow it. Condor, I've always treated you like my own son. I just can't sit back and watch you make a mistake like that.
But Uncle Guo, I don't think I did anything wrong. I know Milady loves me and I feel the same way. Why can't you just let us be? And why can't a master and a student fall in love? Who made up a stupid rule like that?
How dare you talk about the law that way?
Condor!
If you want to kill me because of this, Uncle Guo, then go ahead and do it. But I'll never give up my love for her.
There will be no bloodshed because of this, so calm down first. We definitely have to talk about this, but we'll do it some other time.
I'm sorry, Aunt Wong. I owe you and Uncle a lot for raising me. But no matter what you say, I'll never give up Milady for anything.
Condor.
Condor, come back!
I told you those two have no shame. You're right. How could they do such an immoral thing?
How are you, Milady? Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You must be tired. Let's rest here for a while.
Condor, I didn't mean for things to happen like this. I'm very sorry.
You're sorry? Well, I'm not sorry that happened at all. And I'm proud to tell everyone how much I love you. I can't get happier than this.
Condor.
We'll never be apart again, Milady. You don't know how painful it is for me not to be with you.
I feel the same way.
Milady.
Good morning. You seem to have slept very well.
Oh, Milady. I was afraid last night was just a dream. But it's not. You really are here. Promise me we'll always be together.
I will.
Tell me where you want to go. Anywhere you want.
There is one place I want to go. I want to go back to the tomb. We can live in peace there. And no one's there to oppose what we have together.
Then let's go back to the tomb. That was my Aunt Wong. Do you think they were after us?
Well, it didn't look that way to me.
That's good. I never want to see them again anyway. Let's just go the other way to avoid them.
All right.
I like riding the boat, don't you?
Oh, yes. It's so quiet and peaceful. I hope this moment can last forever.
Me too.
You know, I just remembered something. I felt odd while I was fighting Reverend Kamlong. Remember the sword stances of the mantra? Even though we practiced them in the tomb for so long, something always didn't feel right when it came to the last dance. The Virgin Mantra was developed by our sect's founder, Lam Chu Ying, in order to counter the Chuan-Jun clan's kung fu. But Lam had deep feelings for Wang Changyang, the Chuan-Jun's founder, and Wang never returned Lam's love for him.
That was obvious from the murals we have in the tomb.
That's why we couldn't fully grasp the mantra's sword stances, because we were too stubborn with the idea that the mantra is only meant for the Chuan-Jun stances. That makes it impossible for us to understand it.
What do you mean, my lady?
I believe the Virgin Mantra's sword stances are not to be used against the Chuan-Juns. Instead, they are stances our founder hoped that one day can be used together with Wang Changyung's own kung fu.
Huh? If that's the case, then the tomb set kung fu should blend with the Chuan-Jun sword stances.
Yes, that must be it.
How come you never thought of it before, milady?
Because I haven't met you in the past, Yanggor, and I hadn't fallen in love yet. I've always thought men were the enemy. That's why I never figured it out.
Milady.
When we get back to the tomb, we can practice the Virgin Mantra's sword stances in a new light.
All right. It's late. We should spend the night here. I'm so hungry. I want to eat something really delicious for a change. Let's go.
Sir, we apologize. The duck is taking a little longer
Hey, I
than
want that duck
expected.
now!
Let's go.
Yanggor,
I'm sorry, Aunt Wong, but please don't try to stop us.
it's not that. My daughter Fu, she disappeared.
What? Where could she have gone?
She was kidnapped.
Aunt Wong! Do you have any idea who might have taken her?
It was that damn Reverend Kamlong. He took Fu while we were away on a trip.
Huh?
He left a note saying he won't return Fu unless we give him the antidote.
That's horrible. Did Uncle Guan do anything?
Nothing. He doesn't know yet that his daughter's missing. He went to send off friends who came to the meeting. If he finds out,
Out of the
he'll...
way, I said out of the way!
It's the Reverend and his group.
Yanggor, you must go. Don't get involved anymore. Kamlong must still be bitter about losing to you yesterday. Who knows what he might do if he sees you again?
But
You heard her. Besides, you've embarrassed us enough. We don't need you here.
Greetings, Madam Boy, you're here. But I remember my notes said you should come here alone. Who are these two?
You're not afraid of two students, are you? Anyway, where did you take my daughter?
Mother! Fu, my daughter! Are you alright? Let me go! You hear me? I said let me go, you big brute!
You heard the lady. Now let her go.
How dare you want to be leader of the martial arts world when you harass people like this, coward!
All we want from you is the antidote.
Come on, woman, give it to us now.
I have it here, but first you'll have to let my daughter go.
No, I want the antidote first. I know what kind of double-crossers you some people are. I already already won the duel in the meeting of the heroes, but you wouldn't recognize me as your leader.
Are you calling us liars?
Hand over Sister Fu!
Stop it, both of you!
You think you'll be able to stop me?
You really are a coward, Camlong.
Man, get her now!
Mother!
I know it's not only the antidote. What else do you want?
You're so observant. I do have another agenda why I invited you here. I will hold you and your daughter until your damn husband acknowledges me as the new leader.
That will never happen. And my husband will not be stupid enough to acknowledge you.
Madam Guo, I suggest that you stay calm and just let things happen.
You damn monk! I think you better hand Waffle over and leave. You agreed on an exchange, right? The antidote for the girl. So keep your word, or else.
You again.
Oh yes.
Let's fight!
So, you've got cheap metal discs this time. I thought your career was over when you lost your golden ones. Milady, this is our chance to try the virgin sword stances.
Good, actual fighting is the best practice.
Virgin sword stances. I've never heard of that kind of style before.
Aunt Wong, now's your chance. Take Sister Fu with you and go.
Mother!
Don't worry, you're safe.
Teacher, we should leave now.
You can't fight in your condition.
What are you talking about? We can't leave now. Yangor is fighting Camlong for us. The most we can do is support him. As for you two, no matter how good you are in martial arts, it's meaningless to practice Kung Fu if you have no righteousness in your hearts. Sword stances are not meant to counter Chuijun Kung Fu. They're supposed to be used together to defeat a common enemy. And only when two people truly love each other can its power be realized to the fullest. Come back here! No, Yangor, that's enough. Don't go after them anymore.
Wait. Drink this honeybee jelly. That's the antidote.
Thank you very much. This is the antidote for the master we injured earlier. Tell him we apologize.
Thank you, will do.
You are so young, yet your kung fu is amazing.
It's nothing compared to your strength. I've never seen anything like it. Aunt Wong!
Thank you, Yangor. Your inner kung fu's very strong. I feel a lot better now.
Are you sure you're all right, Mother? I hope this doesn't affect the baby's health.
I'm fine. Can you all go out for a while? I need to talk to Yangor.
You want to talk to me alone?
Mother, do I have to go too?
Yes, you too.
All right.
What is it you want to talk about, Aunt Wong?
Don't worry. I'm not going to condemn you. I know you've gone through so much since you left Plum Blossom Island. I can see you've worked hard to attain the level of kung fu you have today.
I did, and it's all because of Milady's help, Auntie.
I underestimated you. Can you forgive me for not teaching you kung fu back then?
Aunt Wong.
I'll be honest with you. I never liked your father, Yang Hong. I was afraid you might grow up to be like him. That's why I never taught you kung fu. You might follow his footsteps.
Don't be sorry, Aunt Wong. I've forgotten all about that already. Besides, you've always been good to me.
I just hope you won't hate me for that. I tried to compensate by teaching you literature and art, but your Uncle Guo believed differently. He thinks of you as his own son. He dreams to see you be a real hero, so he sent you to Chuanjun.
I'm sorry if I disappointed him when I said I love Milady, but nothing can change my feelings for her.
Yangor.
By the way, I have something important to tell you. It's about Grandpa Hung.
What about our former leader?
We'll have to spend the night here. You two get the rooms.
We already did, but we got only 2. The inn is fully booked tonight.
That's too bad. I guess we'll just have to share. We 3 women can stay in one room, while you 2 would have to share space with Yangor.
That brat would want to stay with us.
Why?
He says he wants to stay in the same room as his master. Can you believe that?
Yes, it's so unthinkable. The 2 of them are master and student. How can they do such a shameful thing?
Shameful? Why does it have to be called shameful when Yangor and I are together?
How can you say things like that? If not for Yangor, I wouldn't be here now, and my mother and the 2 of you are safe because of him. That evil reverend could have forced Father to be acknowledged leader if not for Yangor.
He just barged in. I never would have asked for his help.
That's right. I'm sure we would have figured something out if he wasn't there.
You 2 have no sense of gratitude. You're alive because of him and you're still bitter? All right, why don't you go get something to eat? I'm starving.
All right.
I hope they'll eventually change their attitude towards him. Huh? Wait, I have something to tell you.
What did you say? Elder Hung is dead? What happened to him?
I was passing by Mount Hua when I met Grandpa Hung. He said he was chasing a notorious group of thugs known as the Nepalian 5 Gang. Out of nowhere, a man named Ah Yong-feng appeared. They both knew each other and fought until they used up all their energy. But to continue the fight, Grandpa Hung taught me the dog-beating stick stances verbally so I could demonstrate it in front of Ah Yong-feng. And since Ah Yong-feng couldn't fight back himself, he had me demonstrate his moves to beat the dog-beating stick stances. This competition lasted for a long time until Ah Yong-feng beat Grandpa Hung.
So that's why you knew the moves. Elder Hung himself taught you the dog-beating stick stances.
They were both outstanding fighters. As martial artists, they both lived for their crafts until their very last breath. In the end, they hugged and laughed and waited happily for their death.
Did you bury them honorably, Yangor?
I hope you don't mind my asking, but do you really love Yangor?
Yes, I love him, and he feels the same way about me. We're not harming anybody. That's why I don't understand why everyone is against it.
Isn't it obvious? It's because of the simple fact that you're Yangor's master.
But what difference does it make if I'm Yangor's master?
You've always lived in the tomb. You don't know the rules of the martial arts world. There is a code of conduct that says what you're doing is forbidden. There can be no sexual relations between master and student. Everyone will look down on you if you get married.
People can look down on us all they want. We love each other, and that's what counts.
Huh?
I really don't understand those so-called rules. Maybe because in the tomb there were no outsiders.
But what about Yangor? He will be despised by everyone too.
He says he doesn't think about that, and Yangor is willing to live with me in the tomb forever. In the tomb, there's just us, no one else.
What are you saying? That you two plan to live in that tomb and never leave?
Yes, because the outside world is full of evil and we want to avoid that.
All right, looks like I can't persuade you. You obviously think that your tomb is a perfect place, but are you sure Yangor feels the same way? He might get bored and restless there.
I'll be by his side. I'm all he needs. Why will he be bored and restless there?
He may not feel it in the beginning, but he will definitely have a change of heart after a few years. Then what? Others will look down on him even more when he leaves the tomb on his own.
Sorry, I still don't understand what you mean.
Why don't you go and ask Yangor yourself? Ask him if he wants to live in a dark cave for the rest of his life. You might be surprised. This is a serious problem and only you can solve it.
Oh, there you are, milady. I've been looking for you. Where have you been? I was so tired. I went to bed already.
Yangor, I have something to ask you, but you must be honest with me.
Huh?
If you're going to live in the tomb with me, do you think you will ever get bored and restless? There will just be the two of us. Will you miss the excitement of the outside world?
Why are you asking me these questions?
I'm serious. What will you do if I tell you that you can never leave the tomb? Will your feelings for me change? Or will you be content with living in the tomb forever? I have to know because this is our life we're talking about.
You see,
Well, Yangor, answer me.
You want an answer now? Alright, right now, here's what I think. If ever I get bored living in the tomb, we can always leave together.
I guess you're right.
I'm tired. I'll go to sleep now. Good night, milady.
Guofu was right. Yangor will pine for life outside the tomb eventually. But if we leave there, he'll lose his dignity because others will look down on him. Yangor, now I realize you will never be completely happy if you stay with me.